Hi everybody, this is Erica, and I wanted to talk about things that I have added to my skincare routine at the age of 50. A little bit of background on me: I am a licensed esthetician and I have never had any cosmetic work done. I've never had Botox, I've never had filler, nothing has been done. So I've been on retinoids for about 25 years, and I've been using sunscreen since my early 20s. So these are additions that I've added into my skincare routine now that I'm about to hit menopause, definitely perimenopausal. So I have been using red light therapy now for about 6 months. And my feedback is that one thing that I think is not talked about enough is that skincare takes time to work. Skin devices can take time to work. Retinoids can take time to work, all sorts of things, growth factors, those kinds of things. We don't really have patience with things. And I notice that people don't want to stick things out when they don't see an instant result. So for me, consistency has been key to kind of keeping my skin looking its best at this age. So I have stuck with using I have the Omnilux contour mask. I've been using it now every other day for 6 months. And I will insert a picture of when I first started, and then you can kind of compare and say, well, I do see a difference or I don't see a difference or whatever. I think it's really improved the tone of my skin and has helped somewhat with, fine lines and things like that. So, is it dramatic where I think that, my skin looks lifted and firmed and all sorts of things? No. I mean, my personal anecdotal experience with it is that it hasn't had a dramatic impact on my skin. But in general, when I look in the mirror, I do feel more confident, and I do think it is because of the red light therapy. So the other thing that I've added into my skincare routine is estriol cream. And this is definitely something that people in perimenopause, excuse me, or menopause are now kind of looking to kind of like, firm up the skin, minimize fine lines and wrinkles, things like that. I've only been on it for like 3 to 4 months, so I don't have like a huge, you know, feedback, for someone like saying, oh yeah, I see a dramatic, difference in my skin. But I do use this along with tretinoin or retinaldehyde at night. And then I got the Amiro radio frequency device, and this was a big disappointment. Maybe a month after I got it, it stopped holding a charge, and it would just like I would barely be able to do a session before it would just like peter out and just not work. And so I emailed the company and just let them know that basically the device did not hold a charge. They never responded, so I probably will not be buying anything from Miro again, just because I don't think their customer service is very good, and a device should not like stop working after a month. So that was a big waste of money. I am trying other radio frequency devices and I do microcurrent and things like that, but I'm really disappointed in that device because it really just didn't seem well manufactured. So those are the skincare things that I've added, and then I'm sticking to retinoids. Like I said, right now I'm on retinaldehyde. I'm gonna go back to tretinoin. My skin can handle it really well, but I think it's because I've been doing it for over 20 years. So my skin acclimated to tretinoin very quickly. Everyone's different, and some people just can't handle tretinoin. I don't think you should go from like no retinoids to tretinoin. A lot of people have a bad reaction when they go from no retinoids to pure vitamin A. It's just, I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend like kind of titrating into the up to tretinoin, like starting with a retinol and then trying retinaldehyde and then going to tretinoin. But I wouldn't recommend going straight to tretinoin. Or I would recommend, using a moisturizer or something like that, mixing it in, and then just kind of slowly adding it in. But that's my feeling on it. And kind of my biggest frustration is, just kind of people want instant results, and that's why plastic surgery is becoming so popular on social media and things like that, because you do see an overnight result and it's dramatic. But I understand not everyone can afford it. I can't afford it. So for me, it's been trying to take care of myself as well as I can. And it's also been just being very consistent about a skincare routine. So this is my skin up close at the age of 50. I can move my brow, smile. I've definitely never had anything done. I'm kind of against Botox and filler just personally. I don't judge anyone who does it, but I would like to age as naturally as possible. So I hope this video helped. Have a great day. Bye.